Hey, Taurus. Hello, lovelies. How's it going? Hope it's going well. I've only seen you a week ago. I know the last reading was pretty fun, actually. Really, really good energy. And this energy is actually pretty chill. My hair would be all crazy. But, just a few announcements. Number one, this reading isn't going to be as long because I am doing love readings based on elements. Yours, of course, for example, would be Earth. You know that. For singles and couples. So that's something new I'm going to be doing this month. Also, I will have yearly readings in my website below. I'll have that either tonight or tomorrow, something like that. Also, if you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know how it resonated with you, or if it helped you in any way. I'd love to know. If this doesn't resonate with you, that is perfectly fine. Check your moon or rising if you're looking at your sun, which is what most people look at. If you don't know what that is, check the link down below. I have an accurate calculator that explains absolutely everything. If you don't know what time you're born, just put 12 noon. That should be all right. Should be pretty accurate. Yeah, other than that, let's just get into the reading. I really enjoyed our last reading. I don't know. There was something about it that kind of stuck out to me. Ooh, there you are, Divine Masculines. Holla. Okay, all right. So, well, that's an interesting card to start with. So, how many of you just kind of like leaning more towards the masculine lately? That may be why I feel so chill. Of course, you know, with these energies, you think it'd be a lot more intense. Now we have the Seven of... Ooh, okay. So... we have the Seven of Swords to begin with, Taurus. Which a lot of times that means deception. But with this raccoon holding these swords, and it's clarified by the Five of Coins reversed. I feel like, usually when I see this, I usually feel like, hey, you're coming out of like feeling out of the cold, you're done feeling sorry for yourself, blah, 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 blah. I feel like you guys are more or less holding to yourself how you're really feeling to the point where you're not facing how you're feeling, which is when, of course, a lot of people say left out in the cold. I don't know if you feel left out in the cold, but rather you guys definitely want to talk. I appreciate that. I appreciate your open energy. That explains a bit. So, we also have the Page of Cups reversed. You could be denying your emotions. You could be denying your heart something because of something in your childhood. That's another message I'm getting. Sorry that this came out so like heavy at first, but I mean, I'm just reading the cards as they are. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. But then again, if you're kind of not aware of like how you're denying your own emotions and your own needs, it may not be so much that it doesn't resonate with you, but rather you just kind of unaware. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or... sorry, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Because I already said Scorpio once before, I didn't think, but we have the Death card. That's Scorpio. Star is Aquarius. And also we have Virgo. A lot of major arcana. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool as the overall energy. I think there is this risk you want to take. It could be with a person. It could just, I'm not seeing anything about jobs. I'm not seeing anything about moving. I am seeing people. So I feel like there is this move that you want to make, or that you're thinking about making, but it's just kind of like last month it was too hard to really deal with because of family, because of things going on, because of it being like, even if you, I'm not seeing family in here. But this could just be that it was just a busy month, because it was kind of a busy month spiritually for a lot of people, to be honest. So it could have just been too much, and you just kind of like were taking these swords, these thoughts that were just kind of floating, and you're like, I'm just going to put it over here, because right now I'm just trying to like get through the month. You know what I mean? And with that, you kind of just set aside these feelings, these wants for the month, which is fine, because I feel like a lot of people did that. And we all, I think at some point, need to do that for ourselves. Just to kind of get through, so we can come to a place where we can take authority. This is masculine energy. Don't get caught up in gender. Anybody born of any type, non-binary, whatever, can have this energy. We have both the feminine and the masculine, but this is taking charge. This is masculine energy. You could be dealing with an Aries, but I feel like this is your energy that you're taking on right now, especially looking like you guys are still the bull, still have horns. And I feel like you're starting to come back into this month and taking authority and taking charge of what you're feeling. This is surrender. Sure, maybe losing sleep, maybe feeling, a lot of people are like defeated. And it's like, with the whale falling back, I see it as surrender. You're like, you know what? The only way I'm really going to get a hold of how I'm feeling and get out of my head, because swords are thoughts, and kind of get out of my head about this and going for it. Maybe there's this deep desire that you've been denying yourself, and you're just kind of like, oh, I just want to go for it. But I'm getting all caught up in my head. You know what? I surrender. Because the 10 is the end of cycles. So you're getting to a point where you're like, I just throw my hands up. It is what it is. And I'm really thinking of going for it with the Fool here. I'm really thinking of, whether it be a person or just an opportunity, however it applies to you, it is definitely going to take a Fool's heart to really go for it, because vulnerability isn't just with people, it's with situations, it's with life in general. And I feel like with the Fool, it's like I'm going to have to be open. I'm going to have to open myself up if I want to know what happens, because you miss 100% of the chances you don't take. And I feel like that's kind of like your take on life at the moment, where it's like, as much as I just kind of want to, which kudos to you guys, people say like you're stubborn and stuff. I feel like you guys just know what you want, and there's nothing wrong with that. With the King of Swords, what I'm getting here, because what's clarifying the King of Swords is the Hermit and the Four of Swords. So I feel like you're understanding, you're kind of being a little more introspective. Is that the right word? Whatever. You know what I mean? You're looking within yourself. You're recalibrating. You could very well be dealing with, or you could be resonating with a Cancer energy, just because they literally had the same thing. But with the King of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel with this, you're kind of understanding that this logic, maybe you have to approach things from a more logical standpoint, or maybe with this Four of Swords, I'm really feeling like you're realizing that thinking over logically isn't serving you in the best way for this situation. Because I have the King of Cups in reverse, and I have the Death card in reverse, which tells me this does have to do with emotions. This might have to do with an air sign, a water sign, because it's the King of Cups. Like I said, don't get caught up in gender. This is a masculine energy, so to speak. the king. Right side up is emotionally mature, open to love, open to life, creative, this flow of loving energy, and it is reversed. And you guys are definitely a very loving energy. With the death card reversed, I feel like this is going to take a transformation, and I think some of you might not be feeling like you're up to it. With the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like a lesson that you're just trying not to deal with right now, but it's keeping you. We have the Magician in reverse. These are a lot of major arcana, fam. It's kind of keeping you from something that you're trying to manifest in your life, or that you inwardly, there's somewhere in your subconscious, deep within your heart of hearts, there's something that you want to manifest. There's something in your life that you want to experience. And I feel like you guys are kind of denying yourself it. Not on purpose, not because of any kind of self-sabotage. It's just one of those things where you really have to dig deep to figure it out. It could be something in childhood that is keeping you from going forward in pursuing this. I'd like to clarify this because I kind of want to know. It could be someone from the past. Someone that you might have known from the past that's kind of stirring these feelings, these things within you that you're not really used to. You're almost thinking like, what is this? That's what I'm getting. But there is a truth. We have the Page of Swords clarifying the 6 of Cups. So there is a truth that you guys are gonna have to come to and make peace with. Now, what is this truth, Spirit? Can we clarify this Page of Swords? Because I feel, I don't even feel so much. I feel chill, but I feel also numb. And I don't know why. I'm not saying that you guys feel that way, but that's kind of like just what I'm sensing. Strength. I believe this is the Empress card. Or equivalent. If not, if I'm wrong. No, we have the Empress in this deck. Because I'm getting a different message. Sorry, that was very strong. That was really loud even for me. With this Strength card. It is about love, isn't it? The Lovers. Could be dealing with a Gemini. You know what? It is going to take some real strength. It's going to take some getting real with yourself. You could be dealing with a Cancer. We have the Chariot. That is the Cancer card next to the Lovers. This is also about swift movement forward. Once you start, understand that once you catch feels, you know, notice how this is fiery hot. This is cold and gray. Yin, yang. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Fire with the Fool. So my real focus is now shifting over here. This is someone from the past. There is a truth coming out. It's going to take... Notice that this person, the Strength card, they have an eye patch and their heart. They're holding their heart. Whatever blockages you have in your heart chakra, whatever blockages you have, whatever pain you're carrying, is keeping you... I understand. I understand that you're like, nah, I don't want that. You know what? A lot of times we deny ourselves something beautiful just because we're like, no, there's no way it could work, blah, 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 blah. I'm really feeling sort of a resistance to this connection. So if this is a Cancer or a water sign of any sort or whatever, or a Gemini, you could be a Gemini with a Taurus placement watching this. I don't know. Cross watcher. You're going to have to figure it out, fam. Trust your intuition. For the first row, we got intuition. Because I feel like you guys know what's going on. You're just coming up with logical reasons for it not to work. And that's fair. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You know what I mean? But you can't fully like stay in the left side of your brain when it comes to love. It comes in handy when you like are about to overreact or something. Financial and material changes for the middle row. I feel like you guys are starting to understand the changes that are going to have to come with this connection, and it scares you. Your intuition is trying to reach out to you, because with this intuition card being in the first row and you kind of like holding your swords over here, holding your thoughts, you're like, I kind of don't, last month. Now that you're coming into like, okay, well, let's face this, let's do this. With the financial and material changes, I feel like you guys are kind of opening up to it and you're understanding what it's going to take. Not sure if you're making peace with it, to be honest. I don't even think that you guys, I think you're just starting to come into awareness of what's going on. I'm really feeling readings today, you guys. These were supposed to be 15 minutes long, and I just don't care. Because so far, everybody I've been doing today needs a message. And I love you guys, especially you Tauruses, way too much to even cut this short for 1 second. Truth. What's up, fam? Okay, so and solar plexus chakra. So here we go. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not one of those people that's just going to be like, I was right. But because like there's nothing to be wrong about. But I just feel like I was feeling this and it just happened. You're good and you're worthy. Okay. We have the truth card on the last line here, which is that overly logical place and how you're seeing how that thought process. I can't turn my wrist like that. I know I'm a loser. But and you're seeing how that's not serving you anymore. And the truth is coming out. Cycles are ending. You have the world at your feet. You're coming to terms with it. You're just not quite sure how to handle it just yet, and that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in, even for me to like look at this. It's just kind of like, holy shit. I mean, that's a whole lot of blessings, but like when you're coming out of like, and especially with the solar plexus chakra, I feel like that's over this area that I've been focusing on. That's just your worth. That is the, like, saying I am would help you right now. I am blah, 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 blah. And I feel like I've said that in another reading with you guys. My hair looks wavy as hell. And I love you guys because with this ace, I mean, there's a new beginning happening. Now, this wands usually mean like business or whatever, but I feel like this is just you coming out. Notice how they're reaching out of the fire. It's you just being like, you know what? I'm tired of sitting here just burning. Like, I'm ready to go for something new. I'm ready to grab it. I'm ready to hand me my blessings. I got this, fam. And whether you want to admit it or not, whether you want to, you could be thinking, hey, like, I'm fine. Like, I'm not thinking, I'm not thinking like I'm not good enough and stuff. And it's like, well, I'm not saying that you're outwardly like putting yourself down, but sometimes we deep down don't feel worthy of the things that we know that would fulfill us at the end of the day. Material and spiritual prosperity. So I feel like Spirit's telling me right now that, yeah, sure. You know what? Like, I know changes are nerve-wracking, especially for Taurus. My midheaven is in Taurus. So anything to do with work or anything, like major changes, like it's just like, but, you know, if you're worried about the financial and material changes, I mean, you're going to be gaining so much more, but just allowing the blessings to flow in. Now, I am going to ask for a little bit more advice from Spirit. We also have Shadow, by the way. So understand that it is okay to feel the way you feel or not even know how you're feeling right now, because this does have to do with the shadow side. This does have to do with that other side of you, that the places you'd rather not touch, like we were speaking at in the beginning. All right. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. Don't take that offensively. So, I mean, that's fair to go over the first round. I feel like that's what you guys were doing last month. You were just kind of like taking a break from all the seriousness of the matter and like your life. Mirror. Oh, for the middle row, which is the present. Which we don't do past, present, future. I do past, present, how to deal with it. So it's just like, what happened? Like, what's going on? That's how I do this shit. Because we all know like the possible outcome just based in logic alone. Logic alone. And intuition. But mirror, who or what is triggering you? Does this person trigger you? Whoever this is, y'all have the longest reading so far. Is this person triggering you? Are they bringing up like old, or like maybe not old feelings, but bringing up things within yourself that you're just like, I don't want to deal with that. I've been trying to avoid that this whole time. Who the hell do you think you are? They're not doing shit. They're just doing them. Maybe they are chasing you. I don't know. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, which is perfect with the World card, the Truth card. Things will change, but for the better. And it's up to you to create that. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. This is going to take you kind of going into that hermit mode, recalibrating. You don't have to figure everything out right now or this month for that matter. It's just coming into awareness with it. You know, I feel like that also has to do with prepare yourself for this shit. Prepare yourself for all this goodness. All right? Because you are worthy. And I know, like, I'm getting that feeling right now where it's like, I don't need that, Leah. Like, why the hell are you talking about this? I don't need this. I'm not saying that you need someone, and I'm not saying that a person will fulfill you, and I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying any of that. For those of you who might be feeling a little more on the defensive side, this is just for a few people. This won't resonate with everyone, but I feel like that is what's blocking you. That kind of attitude, that like, and I know what that feels like, and I understand that sort of deception within yourself. Maybe that coldness within yourself, that denying. I feel like there's a lot of internal work to do for this to take place, and you're doing it already. The crumbling, what are you clinging to? I feel like this is a good one to end on. Okay? I feel like this is a good card to end the reading on. I feel like that's the biggest question to be asking yourself, Taurus. What are you holding on to? What are you clinging to? To where it's almost so frustrating to even think that this could happen for you. Why would this be so frustrating? All right. I love you guys. And I hope that I know everything will work out for you. And I hope that this helped you and gave you some kind of clarity. If this resonated with you, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in the love readings. Bye.